Welcome to Fire Virgo Tarot. I am a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Virgos. So today, Virg, I pulled some cards for the person who's thinking about you most. And as I say that, I just stop. And here we have the Hermit, okay? The Virgo. Oh, God. The Virgo is always in our energy, especially it's our birthday season. So happy birthday to all my Virgos. This is an amazing time for us. But let's get into it, okay? Now, I want to say this. Whoever this is that continues to think about you, Virgo, is constantly thinking about the time you guys spent together or how you guys got to this point. All right, I don't know exactly what that will mean for your personal stories, but we did pull Journey for you from the Kipper deck, okay, where this person is just constantly thinking about how long it took for you guys to get to this point. Okay, so they could be like remembering and appreciating the level of this connection. And we also have that Knight of Pentacles, which is very stable, but it's slow. So this could have been a connection that kind of built over time, Virg. All right, Journey is also represented by the number 10. So that really speaks to, oh my God, Virg. 5 of Cups. Okay, because I'm pulling your energy now. So what is this? Okay, 5 of Cups, the Fool, the Magician, 4 of Swords, and Judgment, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. So Virg, I feel like this person was really deep happiness for you. Okay, but for some reason, we're pulling the 5 of Cups in the very beginning here. Now, I feel like you think about the journey that you guys have gone through, or the fact that you've had this connection going on for so long and it was good for some time, Virg. Okay, because this person is really, really thinking about, it's like all of the things that you guys have done together, and they also have seen you change, Virgo, like, and I mean this in a good way, because we also pulled Privileged Lady. Okay, shout out to my Divine Masculine. If not, you're the Privileged Man, where they're seeing that you're someone who has really, really turned yourself around, or you moved forward and you really became like an awesome person, an awesome man, an awesome woman. And I feel like, Virgo, this person kind of is always reflecting on that, like, wow, the Virgo is amazing. Now with this 4 of Swords here, I feel like you think about this. Okay, you might think about everything that you guys have gone through, everything in the past. I feel like, Virgo, you might have felt like this person could have sabotaged the connection a bit. And with the Fool card, part of you would think about like redoing this or leaping back into that past. And you guys could have done that. Okay, you guys could have had a second chance. You guys could have had a few second chances, Virgo. All right, so like a third, a fourth, a fifth. All right, because you might have really loved this person with the 9 of Cups. Now, as I pull this 9 of Cups, thank you, Spirit, we also have the 9 of Swords. So thank you for that synchronicity. But I feel like these cards are related, okay, where they were your 9 of Cups, Virg, but they also caused you a lot of grief and pain just because of uncertainty, not really understanding what this connection means. But with the Magician card energy here, there is this level of power that you always feel, right? You never get hopeless. And that's what I love about doing your readings, especially for this particular person, Virg, that I feel like we could have been reading about a few times. But I feel like you never lose hope in knowing that you're going to be loved, knowing that you're going to experience that ultimate victory here. Okay, even if you have to withdraw, even if you have to be single for some time, even if you have to not have the person that you thought you were going to have, Virg. Okay, I feel this very big like victory energy from you. All right, even if you have to withdraw and go into a kind of a soul searching mode, right? Where the Hermit card, I feel like that might be where you are at this time because the Hermit came out. Okay, so give me more on the Virgo's energy. What is this 5 of Cups? What is this 5 of Cups that Virgo thinks about sometimes? Okay, the Empress. Okay, you thought about, wow, and the Privileged Lady is like my Empress card, okay? Or my Emperor card, take it as it resonates. I think you think about a lot, Virg, when you guys were together, all right? It's like, how did we get to this point where we maybe aren't talking, where we're not really loving each other like we once were, where we're not really allowing each other to come through. Even like, I don't know, Virg, I'm getting a lot of spiritual energy from you too. So you could have felt very divinely connected to this person at some point. And now again, with this 9 of Pentacles, it's like you're single, okay? Or you're not really dealing with that person. Why is this Fool card here? All right, Virg, you might have even had thoughts like if you could go back to the past, you would have done things so much differently. Okay, with the 7 of Swords, yeah, you feel like you should have been a little bit more strategic perhaps in your past, or even, Virg, like some of you guys let me know because it sounds specific. It's almost like you said, okay, if it's the right person, wrong time, right? Like I met this person too young. For some of you guys, you met this person as long as like 12 years ago. All right, maybe 7, but this feels like a long time. Now, I feel like, Virg, you wish that like you could have met this person, had your time with them, but then really cut it off cold, it quits. And then when you matured, you guys could have gotten back together. Okay, like you guys shouldn't have stayed with each other throughout every process that you were going through, because doing that has kind of really offset the connection in some ways. Okay, I hope I'm making sense. It's almost like you wish you would have took a legitimate break, okay, and held back from the person until you guys both were in a place where you could really honor the connection the way you want to. All right, now why is this Four of Swords here? What is this that you're thinking about, Virg? Okay, Seven of Cups. Some of you guys had a dream of them recently. All right, others of you guys are feeling like, you know what? I went through that in the past. I still do think about this person, but yet I'm not going to disillusion myself and think that I'm really missing out on something fantastic. Like sometimes you feel like you miss this person, Virg, but other times you're just like, listen, everything happens for a reason, and you have a very optimistic sense about it because you understand, like, this person, not everything about them was great. Okay, when you were with them, Virg, part of you did think that. But as time progressed, you're like, yeah, I can kind of see how I wasn't appreciating this. I didn't like this. And there's no way that I cannot manifest someone new, or that I can't do better than how I'm feeling now. Why is the Magician here, Spirit? Okay, because I feel like you feel powerful, Virgo, and you're not going to allow anybody to take that from you. Okay, I'm going to take this first card, the Knight of Pentacles. See, and this is what I mean. Even if it's going slow, Virg, it's something that you're willing to wait for now. Like stability is something that you really, really value. Even if you have to not take somebody's love offer, Virgo, because this card is really showing, especially at this time in your reading, thank you, Spirit, is really showing that you're not just going to take any old cup. It needs to be configured in a certain manner, Virgo. This is not something that you're taking lightly. I don't think you're taking your emotions lightly anymore. I think that you want a very deep connection. I'm also seeing, Virgo, that this connection could have been void of some of the emotional depth, okay? Because I'm not really seeing much affection here. Obviously, I see that you guys had some time together, definitely cared for each other. But I'm definitely seeing that there could have been a lot of fighting here, Virgo, or power struggles to where you weren't able to be in your most, I want to say, in your most vulnerable energy. And us as Virgos, men or women, does not matter. We like to really show our partners love. Okay, it's difficult for us to show up in connections when we don't feel safe. All right, so what is this Judgment card here? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Wow. So, Virg, this is the thing. We have the Page of Pentacles clarifying judgment, okay? You guys know judgment is my card of second chances, trying to do something all over again. Now, Virg, for some of you guys, I feel like we got two groups, right? If you were to rekindle with this person, for some of you guys, you would have to do it in very little ways. You cannot do anything big because that's just simply going to scare you, right? Like even the communication, like I feel like, yeah, like you don't even want to talk to this person a lot. You might want to send them a hey, hello, how are you? But leave it at that. And then maybe next week talk to you. But I don't want to talk to you every goddamn day because that's going to be too much. Now, others of you Virgos took this time to say, you know what? I want to invest in myself because I already see where this is going. All right. I want to focus on why I'm even attracted to this person. I want to focus on why this person is still filling some sort of void in me. Like how can I take back my life and my control so that way that this person doesn't control my thoughts? Okay, so Virgo, I feel like you've really, because the Hermit is all about wisdom as well. Like you've really, really allowed yourself to move past some old insecurities to where you're making sure that they no longer exist within you. Even if you have to see that it's through this person, Virgo. Okay, give me one more, Spirit. Why is the Hermit here? Okay, yeah. All right. Three of Swords. Okay, this talks about separation, obviously heartache, some sort of loss, Virg. And I feel like, again, you don't want to put yourself in that situation. So it's like, listen, if I got to leave somebody out in the cold, then that's just simply what I have to do. Because if they're going to bring me some nonsense, I'm not putting up with it. I'm just not. Temperance energy. I will be patient. This can be slow because I always know that the divine is all over me. All over me. They will never lead me astray. Okay, your intuition will never lie to you, Virg. Okay, now, what is this, Spirit? Give me how this person is feeling towards the Virgo. So this could be what they're reminiscing on. And as I stop, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. But this is what this person could be reminiscing on, Virg. All right, how you guys got here. And really, it just looks like they're reminiscing on, like, the beauty of you and who you are as a person. Okay, so give me more, Spirit. Okay, so wow. We have the Seven of Cups on top of the Seven of Cups. Thank you for that synchronicity, Spirit, and the 10 of Swords. So obviously, again, they're thinking about that ending. So we had 10-10, and 10 was significant in the beginning of the reading because it does talk about something being completed. Now, with the Seven of Cups coming out for them as well as you, Virgo, it's letting me know that this person felt as though they didn't choose the best option when they were with you. Okay, they didn't it's almost like they feel as though they could have had better decision making. It's like they're kicking themselves like, damn, why didn't I say this at this time? Or why did I let this just go? Why didn't I show up as my best self? Give me more, Spirit. So it's feeling regretful, okay? Give me more in this person's energy toward the Virgo. Okay, Page of Wands. I want it to come out in the reverse. I feel like, Virgo, your person was very immature in terms of communication. They think about that a lot. Okay, and with the Lovers here, they feel like that they wish that they were able to kind of really have that connection with you or rekindle that connection, but they're unsure because they might have upset you so much in terms of how they communicated or how they didn't communicate, Virgo. All right, because the Page of Wands is somebody who's really carefree and really trying to be adventurous and move forward. Somebody who is even consistent in terms of how much they want to explore the connection. But I feel like at some point that stopped with this person. Okay, and that kind of made you really question the connection and question whether you should even give them a second chance. Question whether you should even, if this is even worth investing in, bro. Okay, give me more in this person's energy. Give me more in this person's energy toward the Virgo. Okay, now I'm also, okay, what is this, Spirit? Okay, Knight of, yeah. Wow, Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Knight of Swords came out for them, and we have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so again, don't think that these feelings are one-sided, because they're not. This person definitely experienced some level of heartache and kind of really mourning the connection and only thinking in terms of nostalgia. I feel like this person doesn't even remember your bad traits or your bad qualities. They're literally thinking about all the things that you do so well at. You didn't make, in this person's eyes right now, it's like you didn't do anything wrong. Okay, and with the Knight of Swords here, I feel like there's this energy where they feel kind of responsible to be the one to fix this, or they feel responsible to be the one to initiate something, bro. Because perhaps some of you guys haven't spoken in some time. For some of you guys, this person's birthday is December 10th. I'm also getting October 12th. Okay, it does not have to be, but I feel like this person is feeling very responsible for what happened, or feeling responsible for initiating something. What is this? What is this, Spirit? Give me more on this. Why is that Knight of Swords here for the Virgo? For the Virgo's person? Okay, Five of Swords. Feel really responsible for initiating something. So Virgo, this person could have definitely fled from the connection. Okay, especially when things got hot and heavy, right? When things got to the point where it's ready, decisions are supposed to be being made. This person kind of stayed in their head rather than taking the action that you feel like they should have taken. Okay, and they're aware of how much they hurt you as well. Because this is not a connection, Virgo, that was really easy to step away from for either of you guys. This is not a connection that feels like I want to say it doesn't feel childish in nature. And by that, I mean you guys actually had a connection, a strong connection here. All right. But I do feel that there were some things lacking, right? That emotional fulfillment here, as well as the communication wasn't where you needed it to be. But this person hasn't stopped thinking about how they really sabotage this connection. And to what degree? Because it's the overthinking is crazy with your person. All right. Give me more here, Spirit. Give me more in this person's energy toward the Virgo. Okay. So yeah, this definitely caused them a tower moment. Okay, the card 16. So the 16th could be significant here. Okay, maybe for you or your person, Virgo. Because I just meant to say tower, but 16 came out. Now, Virgo, this tower could represent this level of upheaval that this person went through. And I feel like it wasn't something that they wanted, Virgo, because it's this tower came and it was a huge inconvenience for them. I don't think that they ever wanted to separate. I don't think that they ever wanted to move forward. It's just this energy where perhaps it was right person, wrong time, or it was something that you guys couldn't, or that this person, I should say, wasn't able to really rectify at that time. Okay, give me more here, Spirit. At the bottom of the deck, when I pick this up, we have give your relationship a chance. So they could have thought about that. Like maybe they feel like they didn't give you a fair shot here, Virgo, or give you guys a fair shot for the relationship to really succeed. Give me more on this person's energy toward the Virgo, Spirit. Okay, we have let go of control issues. Okay, part of them could have tried to control the connection, Virgo, but then it ended up kind of blowing up in their face. Give me more here, Spirit. All right, could be that the kind of person who just wants things to kind of go the way they want it to go, not really listening to how you're feeling. All right, we have trust and getting to know each other that popped out. So I feel like, Virgo, this person feels like they should have listened to you more. For some of you guys were telling this person, if not vocally, Virgo, I feel like by your actions, you were letting them know that you wanted more from this connection. Okay, and I feel like they should have just trusted that if they listened to you, you guys would be in a much better place. Wow. Your person really feels like they should have had more faith in the connection and in you and what you were saying. I don't know what that means, okay? Because again, it's a general reading. But Virgo, I feel like this person is regretful that they didn't trust something that you said or trust that this connection could really move forward if they just had a little bit of faith. All right, and we also have very soon at the bottom of the deck. So clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. I feel like this person wanted to make some sort of move very soon. Okay, or had some realization very recently. So Virgo, I'm going to go into the extended, and I want to get more on what that is. I want to get this person's next steps, their intentions toward you, and anything that they want to say to you but have not. So if you are interested in that, Virgo, everything is down below in the description to the extended. See you in a minute, Virgo.